Hello and welcome to this demo video. Before we get started, I'd just like to explain to you a few things which will relate to all of the basic range spreadsheets. Number one, there is a key on the intro and setup tab of all of the spreadsheets showing what the different color headers mean. The blue headers mean that the cell's formulated, so it's locked and you can't change it. The yellow headers are where you can input data, and occasionally there might be some gray headers, which is just a different kind of data input, but we'll include instructions as and when that happens. The other thing that you can be aware of is there are ways in which you can damage the spreadsheet. So please do take a look at the link where you see this image, which will take you to a web page to show you how to better preserve your spreadsheet. Please feel free to keep a blank version of the spreadsheet somewhere, so that if you do mess up a spreadsheet that you're using, you can in fact just open a new one, a blank one. And some of the spreadsheets only last for a year, and then you've got a blank one to start the following year. So do keep a blank copy as a backup somewhere. And lastly, wherever you see this image, you can click on it. It'll take you back to the store where you purchased this product to see if you've got anything, any more products. One last thing, to see a demo video, you can click on this on a link that looks like this in order to go to the demo video, but that'll take you to the most recent demo. If in fact we've done upgrades and you're using an older version and you'd like to see the demo relating to your version, then do click on the watch on YouTube link, which will take you to that specific video on YouTube. So I think that's all you need to know. So without further ado, let's move on to this demo video. Thank you. Right, hello and welcome to this demo video for the raffle list and random draw spreadsheet. So what does a raffle list and random draw spreadsheet do? Well, very simply put, if you go to a craft or a fair or something and people are selling raffle tickets and they are tearing those little piece of paper off and they give you one piece and then they put the other piece in a hat at the end and they draw one out and they go, oh, you won the prize, and you go up and collect it. It's kind of like that, but instead of doing all those little pieces of paper, we are using a spreadsheet. So these, obviously, if you're doing this at a fair or something, you wouldn't be walking around with a laptop putting it on a spreadsheet necessarily, but for those of you who run competitions, say on LinkedIn or on other platforms, and you want people to obviously put their name in their hat to be drawn out, this is something that you can use for that. Let me show you how it works. You can put in the event name over here, and you can put in the number of tickets that you plan to sell here. You can change this if you end up selling more, but that just warns you when you get into your limit, when you got to your limit, so that you can make sure you don't sell too many tickets. But put in a number there. The maximum number that you can put in there, let's just go down to the numbered list for now and just see what the maximum number is 5,000. So don't sell any more than 5,000 tickets, but yeah, you can put in how many you want to sell there, and it'll just let you know once you've sold too many. And then what you can do is you can go to the ticket sales. Now you don't have to use this tab. I'll show you the difference. The other tab is the numbered list tab. So this one would be if you had a book and you had torn out tickets and given them, this would be like that. It would have all the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way down, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. And person 1 has bought 5 tickets, so there's 5 entries. Person 2's bought 5 tickets, so there are 5 entries, that kind of thing. That's the way that you would have it in a book. But I thought, if someone buys 5 tickets, you don't want to be writing the same information in 5 times. So what I've done is I've done a ticket sales tab where you can put the person's name, email address, mobile and address. And obviously this is depending on what information you need to collect. You might not need all of this. So the person's name, email, mobile address, basically just contact details, and then the number of tickets that they've bought. So then you can just put 5 in there, 5 in there, 5 in there. So if you want to go and add someone else, and you can put the person's name and type it in, the email address, mobile number, address, and then the number of tickets. As you can see here, I've got 50, which is the number that I've sold. If I then go and sell another one ticket, it's going to go 51. It turns red to tell me I've sold too many. So that's the preliminary one that you can use in order to kind of say who's bought tickets and how many they've bought. What this one does then is it just lays it says here tickets don't match up because I haven't pasted the data in here yet, but it lays everyone out properly, so it goes person 1, person 2. If you don't want to use the first page, you can just simply come in here, fill these numbers in 1 to 50, and then just select the number of rows that everyone has purchased. If you want to do it that way. Otherwise, it does it for you from the first page. So all I do now is I come here, I scroll down, I select the information that's there, I right click copy, come back here, back up to the top again. Now don't do normal paste. Normal paste will paste the formulas across, it'll lock your spreadsheet and you won't be able to use it again. Paste values. Pasting values, or simply paste the values in here, so now you can go in and you can edit them if you want to, but now that red line's gone away because it says this data marries up with what you've got there, so that's all good. It's the same number of tickets have been sold, and now you've got person 1, person 2, person 3. So now you've got a complete list showing every single ticket that's been sold, who's bought it, and their contact details. Now all that's left to do is to do the draw. So when you go across the prize draw, here you go, you can draw up to 10 prizes. So all you do to do a draw is simply go to the grey cell for draw 1, right click, copy, go underneath the yellow cell, right click, paste values. Not normal paste will paste and lose it. Paste values, number 11. So number 11 is there for 1 and it gives you all of their details. If you've got a second prize, copy, right click, paste values, number 37. If you've got another prize, copy, paste values, number 47, and it won't draw the same number that's already been drawn, and it's just a randomly generated number every time. And you can keep on going all the way down. Now provided you've got more than 10 people entered, you'll have enough numbers. You can't have 6 people entered and 10 numbers because they won't draw the same number twice. There might be, in some very, very extreme situations, if you're very, very lucky and you happen to pick the exact right random numbers that's going on behind the scene, you may at some point do a copy and paste and it'll just be blank. If that's the case, just simply do it again, because there's a 1 in a very, very, very small chance that you might end up with a blank cell. So if you do copy and paste values and it's blank, just do copy and paste values again, because when you paste the blank, it'll reset. The chances of that happening twice in a row is, if that does happen twice in a row, rush out straight away and buy a lottery ticket, because it's not going to be very likely. So that's it. It's just basically just does the draw, so it helps you to say who's bought how many tickets, who's bought how many entries. If everyone's only allowed to have 1 entry, you could still put it in here and do 1, 1, 1 and use that data, or you could just put it straight into here if you want to. That's up to you. And then yeah, prize draw when you're done. So yeah, I hope that that's helpful to you. If it is useful, please download it, have it with our compliments, and yeah, all the best of all of your competitions. Thank you very much and goodbye.